Hello and welcome to ChinnyVision. This time it's Repton. No, not the school, the game. Repton first came out in 1985 and was programmed by a 15-year-old called Tim Tyler. There were a number of follow-up games, Repton 2, Repton 3, Repton Around the World, games selling in excess of 125,000 copies in total across all the different versions. Going to look at this on the BBC Micro, running this on a master, and being by superior software, there shouldn't be any nasty surprises like some of the games I play on the master with weird things going on. On the title screen here, and some different options. You can call this screen up at any time to go back here and view how many lives you got and how many diamonds you got to collect and so on. So, yeah, off we go. And yet, you're already thinking what I'm thinking. It's Boulder Dash, but on a BBC Micro. And, well, the story is apparently, I was always told that the programmer had absolutely no idea about Boulder Dash when he programmed this game. Although, according to Wikipedia, actually he'd seen a review of Boulder Dash. So, you know, effectively it becomes what a game design document, doesn't it? Because it's going to describe and show what Boulder Dash was. So, yeah, what you got to do is collect all the diamonds on the level while burrowing through the earth and not letting the rocks fall on your head and kill you. There's no exit to the level like there is with Boulder Dash. It's simply a case of collecting all of the diamonds, which can be tricky because if you accidentally trap one of the diamonds, that's it, it's game over because you've got to get all of them. And yeah, this tune's already getting on my nerves because the BBC Master, of course, has no volume control. So this is an incredibly annoying tuneless tune played at maximum volume, designed to irritate me, and it's getting on my nerves. So I'm going to turn this off shortly. You think with all the over-engineering in the BBC Master and the BBC Micro, they could put a volume control on the thing, but apparently not. Full colour mode here on the BBC Micro, so yeah, it's a little bit garish. And one thing to keep in mind is the boulder physics, and all the animation's not very good. The boulder physics aren't the same as other games like Lost Caves and Boulder Dash, so you've got to keep an eye out for that. I'll try and show that when we get to a point. Oh, this animation really gets on my nerves. It's, look at him going up and down. It looks really, I mean, it just looks stupid. Right, I've pushed that boulder there, through there. Down we go. Oh, hang on. What have I done there? I can't complete the level. Yeah, this is a problem with Repton. As I mentioned earlier, if you trap a diamond, you can't complete the level. So I'm going to try and see what happens if, just in case, but I've got a feeling I can't do it. Oh, someone shut this music up. This game was ported to the Commodore 64 and the Spectrum, and was also advertised but never released for the Amstrad CPC. The Amstrad users are going to be weeping over that. First level is fairly simple, though it's got, as I say, that single trap where you trap... Yeah, oh, the timer's going to run out now, so... Yeah, I think I've got all the diamonds, but I can't complete the level, so it's going to reset now, isn't it? This is obviously the timer running out. And why they can't put the timer on the screen, I don't know. Just... time, 6,000 units. 6,000 what? Can we do this in a second, lads? Yeah, I've turned the music off, and it's a blessed relief. The pace of the game is different to Boulder Dash, it has to be said. It's much slower, and it's said there's more of a puzzle element to it, but actually there is a big puzzle element to Boulder Dash. I think people miss out on that because of the speed of it. The puzzles here really are no different to what you see in Boulder Dash. And it's worth also mentioning a game I reviewed on ChinnyVision back at the very beginning, I think probably about 20 episodes in, Lost Caves on the Spectrum and Amstrad by Adam Waring of Amstrad Action, by Players originally, and then released on the Amstrad Action cover tape, because that essentially is a very good version of Repton, possibly better than this for the Amstrad CPC and the Spectrum. Certainly far more polished than this, far nicer graphics, nicer tune, and slightly more zoomed in view. But Lost Caves is, and it was a budget game, whereas this is a full price as well. Right, so having another go at completing this level, trying to get all the boulders, all the diamonds. Going down, where am I going to go? Go down here. Oh, that, you see, there's not much animation here. It just drops down all of a sudden. Another diamond up there. A few more to get. I apologise for the background noise. My BBC Master, I think all of them make quite a lot of noise on their internal audio circuits when there's things going on. So, yeah, there's a little bit of buzzing and beeping. That's the one that got trapped last time. So what you mustn't do is go up to above here and push that boulder down. That it? No, there's still more. There's still more around somewhere. One there. No, more. One there. One there. I've done it. That's level 1. And that's the nice thing about Repton. Once you complete a level, you get the password and go on to the next level and not have to repeat a level. Whoa, got to be careful here. Got a boulder on top of me. Right. Oh, I first played this game in 1988. I went on a school field trip to Devon, a place near Bideford called Halsannery, which was a field centre. And we went with some kids from another school. And there they had about 4 BBC Micros set up in a room. And the kids from the other school were all playing Repton. They were quite into this. And we were all looking at it. And this was late June 1988. And we were all looking at this going, yeah, you know, looks fun, but we've all got Amstrads and Spectrums and we're all playing US Gold and Ocean games. And look at this. The graphics look a bit like CFAX. It's a bit garish. It looks like something from 4 or 5 years ago. And that was Repton 3, I think. Oh, there's an egg there. Oh, something's hatched out and the game has slowed down. Yeah, it slows down massively when he's on the screen. Right, got to get rid of him. Can I drop this boulder on him? But anyway, going back to school, yeah, I mean, we weren't that impressed with this, to be honest. It was Repton 3, the 3rd game in the series, but it looked and played like this. And we kind of stood there and went, you know, we wanted to play games like Match Day, Batman, Head Over Heels and stuff like that. Buggy Boy. And this, frankly, isn't in the same league as those games. This is a game that's held up by BBC Micro owners, but there's an elephant in the room, and that's Boulder Dash. Because this is, whether the original programmer of this played Boulder Dash or not, he clearly used the review of Boulder Dash as a design document to make his game. And therefore it is perfectly fair and valid to make the comparison with Boulder Dash. Because he's cloned it. He might not have cloned it by playing it, but he's taken the ideas from the review and made a very, very similar game. And with that in mind, this is nowhere near as good as Boulder Dash. Or another egg. Right. Let him out. Massive slowdown again. And keep in mind, this isn't an outcome playing this on. This is a BBC Master, which should be fast enough to deal with this. So, yeah. I get rid of, I need to get rid of him by dropping something on him. I'm dead. So, Boulder Dash, and this is the port of Boulder Dash on the BBC Micro and the Electron. This is running on my Master. I've reviewed this before, and I really, really like it. It's a really nice port. Yeah, the scrolling's a bit jerky and the colours are a bit garish, but you know what? It plays really, really well. Takes a little bit of use to getting to the small characters again when you come over from Repton, but this is an absolutely fantastic game. And it's an absolutely fantastic port. And the problem is that not enough BBC Micro owners have played this. Yeah, it's not as good as the Commodore 64 and Atari versions with their smooth scrolling and colourful graphics, but it's still a really good port. And I'm afraid Repton is nowhere near as good as this. And again, I'm making the comparison, and I'm sorry if people are upset that I'm doing that, but if you've used a game review as a design document, in effect, you're inviting that. Boulder Dash is a fantastic all-time classic game on so many formats, and the BBC's got a very good port of it. It's a brilliant game. Repton is a clone, and it's not just a clone, it's a mediocre clone. I'm sorry. Yes, I know it's more puzzle-based. That's what people say anyway. I don't think it is. I think there's the equal puzzles in Boulder Dash. It's just the fast pace of Boulder Dash belies the puzzle element in the game and the thoughts. And the puzzles are better in Boulder Dash as well. Some of the things with the butterflies that fly around are really, really nice, and setting off the chain reactions that you get in Boulder Dash and the goo and all this other stuff. Repton, by comparison, feels pedestrian. It feels slow. It feels unoriginal. And you know what? It really isn't that much fun. I'm really sorry, Repton fans. I wish I could say something nice about the game, but at the end of the day, all Repton is a mediocre copy of Boulder Dash. And you know what? Even on the BBC Micro, I'd much rather play Boulder Dash.